Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Stip and this is going to be part 9 of my Barbarian invasion campaign where I'm playing as the Goths. And I know that I left things off here with a lot going on and a lot to consider. Now first off, of course, is my economy, which is in absolute shambles. I'm losing... How much am I losing again? I'm losing 3,200 per turn. So that's not good. Now I think that can be fixed relatively easily. I mean, I say that just means taking settlements, but yeah, I mean, I have 2 armies over here, and rather than, you know, disbanding stuff to save my economy, I really think that I need to keep my armies because these are really the only things that I have, you know, is my armies. So it's more going to be an issue of making sure that I can leave enough troops behind in these settlements in Massilia and Mediolanum, so that I can not necessarily defend them, because I do have stone walls here in Massilia and large stone walls. Although they are damaged here in Mediolanum, so it's a bit tricky, but still, I'm not that threatened by my neighbors. Now, of course, they can always come back to bite me. My allies, the Roxolani, I'm paying tribute to, so they may stay loyal to me, and also they are at war with the Romans now, which is quite nice, because that gives them an outlet to expand potentially into the Franks at some point. We will have to see. And then my Frankish neighbors, which again have not been that aggressive towards me, which makes me a bit worried. Makes me kind of wonder what's going on, because yeah, I mean that's a lot of settlements right there actually. Considering that a lot of this map is very spread out, that's actually a pretty condensed group of settlements. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a weird interesting map here, the Barbarian invasion map. All right though, so yeah, not too confidently I say that I'm not worried about the Franks, but yeah, we'll find out. And it's more so an issue of making sure that I can actually, as I was saying, leave guys behind in these settlements to maintain the public order while continuing on to Ravenna and then Rome. And luckily, these provinces don't seem to be too heavily garrisoned. I mean, there's only 2 units inside of Ravenna. 31,000 people, so that's quite a decent amount of money that would be made from sacking it. So yeah, I think that's going to be the play, you know. Now, first off, I've what appears to be the last remnants of the Huns here outside of Massilia. Now, we are not technically at war with the Huns, but they're blocking my way, so I think I have to get rid of them. Yeah, the Huns are at war with everyone and allies with no one, so I'm not going to piss anyone off here. And yeah, it's just the Hunnic faction leader, Olt Zindur, and some mercenary veterani. That's it. That is it. Warlord, and yeah, we don't know anything about his stats. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to get rid of him and then move, I would say maybe move half the stack out and cover down to Mediolanum, and then move this stack out to Ravenna. Something like that, perhaps. Maybe leave some of these troops behind because they are a little bit battered up, and go from there. However, that's just like one consideration. That's just one thing that's happening right now, because there's more stuff happening. And that is, so like I'm, you know, as you probably know, I'm converting Iberia, but I can only do Salamantica right now because I don't have the money to build anything else. So everything else has to wait, and unfortunately the Berbers did attack me in that last episode, I think. Was it actually? I think they landed troops on Iberia, didn't they? Yeah, I think they did. And then I just had to get them out of my land. So what I'm thinking now, yeah, it's too bad, because knowing what I know now about the diplomacy system in Rome Total War, that was an instance where the AI will essentially like test you, right? To kind of get you to lower your reputation levels by not declaring war on you, but they'll enter their territory, and then by you attacking them, you're declaring war on them. And if it's someone that you have a trade agreement with, then that really does tank your reputation levels. And luckily I knew that when I was playing my recent Britannia episodes, but I don't think I knew that, or if I did know that, I forgot in the heat of the moment. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So the Berbers kind of got me there. And in addition to that, I don't know if I realized this at the end of the last episode, but this boat here has an actual army on it. Now, I don't know the strength of all of these units. There's a lot of question marks here, but still, like, that's something. And my Iberian forces are pretty weak, you know, and my navy is kind of hemmed up here, not to mention damaged. And yeah, there's a lot of Roman boats in the area, which I can't fight that, you know, even just like one quinquereme. Yeah, don't know what that is. So that's a 2-star quinquereme. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. It's a Western separatist with a little bit of an army on it, which has been there for a while, I think. So yeah, like I'm pretty hemmed in, and even with my 6 boats, I probably can't beat any of these navies. Even the single boats, like I probably can't beat them. Would be my guess. So like they can't do anything about this, which really sucks because sinking that force would be really nice. Now, I would have to assume that they're going to probably land on my shores with that army. You know, why else would they be in boats? And also there's a brigand army outside of Carthago Nova as well, which includes 3 units of mercenary veterani. So yeah, not actually, you know, nothing army. That's actually kind of chunky. So I'm going to have to bring down my forces from Terrico and respond to the brigands, and then eventually respond to this as well. Now, the thing is that if this actually, like, lays siege to a settlement, I mean, I got some pretty good walls down here. So, like, whether it's Cordoba or Carthago Nova, I mean, these are both huge cities with large stone walls here and then here as well. Yeah, like, good luck with that. You know, even though these places, like, even though this is only garrisoned by peasants, still, that's going to be tough for them. And then Carthago Nova, it has 2 units of swordsmen inside, these Gothic warriors, so there's something there to deal with that. And I can bring my warlords down as well. In fact, where is the border here? That's right, I have a hard time finding these borders, don't I? And I don't know if that's because of the patch that I'm using, or if it's because of just the Barbarian invasion map. But yeah, the borders between... I guess I could just do this. So where's it changed? Lusitania, Baetica. So looks like it's this river here. So if I move these guys down to the river, I can maintain that efficient conversion rate. Yes, perfect. And that way they're just a bit closer. That way they can maybe sweep down here to do something about those Berbers if they land. And also, that just kind of gives me an idea for like future campaigns and whatnot to not take the Berbers too lightly, because I definitely did. I know that they have a really trash unit roster, and I just anticipated that they wouldn't really be around very long. I don't know, I guess I thought the Romans would just kind of squash them. But of course, the Romans in this campaign are pretty weak themselves, so maybe they haven't been able to get around to fighting the Berbers. And yeah, I made the mistake of thinking... just discounting them. Sure, I was happy to get a trade agreement when I could, but I never pursued that to, you know, to build that alliance and build that relationship, because I don't want to have to think about my southern... That's why I just have peasants down here. Like, this was not supposed to be a factor at all in anything. And that was my bad. Yeah, it's part of the map, and these are people down here that I need to consider, and I didn't do that when I was getting set up here in Iberia. So my bad. Yeah, going forward, I have to make sure that I really consider, like, really think about, like, what direction I'm going to be attacking in. And if there's a direction that, you know, has people there that I don't plan on attacking into that direction, talk to them. Like, make sure I'm talking to them, and, you know, not just that trade agreement, but continue to talk to them like I'm doing here at the Roxolani and all that. So how long do I have actually with this tribute to the Roxolani? Even though I'm broke, I'm still giving them money, and it's 11 more turns, so that's probably fine, I hope. I say with 0 confidence. Yeah, hopefully that's enough time to get my finances in order. And I'm also allied with the Lombardy as well, but I don't think I'm paying them anything. Let me just double check that. No, wait. Paying them 100 denarii in tribute per turn just for 1 turn. Okay. Okay, so I am paying them. Okay. That's fine. That is a-okay. Now, I'm a little bit... Can I get this
Who shall die this day?
Yeah, I think I want to get that assassin
Assassin ready.
up here. There's a Roman spy up there that I'd like to kill if I could. And yeah, I have an assassin down there. I might want to move him at some point, but these two spies as well. I was having issues with enemy, like Roxolani spies in Terrico. But currently, I think all that trade, is that all that trade being lost from not being able to trade with Tingi? The Berber capital? Yeah, if so, that sucks. Because I'm still trading with Massilia, because I'm not being blockaded here, so that's fine. Yeah. Well, let's try to get this assassin up here, so that he can maybe come up here, and then I have a spy up here. Yeah, that's fine. And a diplomat as well, just hanging out. Alright, so let's see what I can get, like, take out of here, and... do I have any guys with influence that I want to leave behind? No influence on these guys. God damn, these guys suck. Now let me double check my family tree. Remind myself how are we doing here. So I have a factionaire that's 29, and then yeah, it's my faction leader that's pretty shitty. Yeah, Vitoricus. It just yeah, he's over here. I remember now. That's right. Yeah, so you're just kind of like staying out of trouble. And then it's my faction heir, I think, is you. Yes, Tolga. It's my best guy right there. So, since I don't have any guys with influence over here in Massilia, yeah, no one here that's going to cause any issues or give me any... yeah, that's weird. Superstitious. Minus management. Yeah, I don't like the idea of leaving behind, because that's a 20% decrease to cost of bribe, and bribing actually happens in this game, you know? So leaving behind a garrison led by a guy like that with a flexible trait actually seems to be pretty bad, you know? Unlike in Medieval 1, where it just doesn't happen very often. I say that, I feel like in my last episode, if I remember correctly, it happened to me for the first time ever, which just blew my mind. I actually had a garrison bribed. I was like, what? This never happens. But yeah, in this game it actually does happen. So when you see those flexible traits, you have to kind of keep an eye on it. And think to not leave that person behind. So maybe, yeah, maybe just kind of take you and then... I don't want to leave behind. As long as he stays in command, I can leave him behind because he won't be governing the flexible guy.
Yes, Lord.
So take you guys, and then I can take the 3 spears. Let's take
General.
1 spear, leave 2 behind. Because against the Roxolani, they're basically like a cav faction, which with not too much heavy infantry, they can assault walls. I know they have a good heavy spearmen, but yeah, like as long as I just bring
General.
my, like I can leave 1 swordsman behind, you know, and that should be fine.
Orders.
Let's see, 2 of those guys, and then
Orders.
1 archer,
Orders.
and then 2 Goth lancers. And then yeah, let's go attack the Huns here.
Hurry.
See, I don't even really want to, I don't know, I didn't really want to go against them, but
Lord. Orders.
God, it's annoying that I have to select this army again. Here we go. So let's go ahead and fight this, just to make sure that we get it done the right way. Not a bad starting position here on top of this hill. We get a pretty good view of, we got our navy in the background. I think that's our navy, right? I'm trying to remember where I am. Yeah, that's our navy, yeah. Yes. And gosh, it's probably a good idea for me to try to use my general units in this battle, right? Just to try to use units that are going to replenish on their own, you know? Rather than taking casualties on these guys that I can't afford to retrain right now. Oh, cool. I just realized there's more fleets in the water too. Yeah, to represent all the different navies in the water. That's right. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just like I don't know which one would be mine, if any of them. I'm trying to remember too, like where my guys would be in port, but I don't know if that's actually represented here on the map. But we can assume that some of these guys would be the Roman fleets as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Sometimes the maps in this game do actually really impress me. We now have the mercenary veterani coming up the slope here, so they're going to start to take fire from my archers, and I can just get my warlords in position here. I can even have my swordsmen start to do their war cry animation. And let's go in before they let off their Kilum charge, and it looks like they're going to be charging in their dudes here, so let's actually just go to a counter charge here and go here as well. And then, yep, you guys go around the flanks here and try to get into the horses. And then, Goth warriors, you go here, you go here. And then, yeah, it looks like the mercenary veterani are now breaking, and now we just have to kill their leader. And you guys aren't shooting, let's make sure of that. And there he goes down, alright.
Now his men will shake with fear.
So let's just cut down the remaining guys.
This is a great victory.
And hopefully we didn't lose too many. Yeah, 41 guys. Yeah, would it be take knocks on the spears? The swords. Yeah, that's a shame losing half of a swordsman unit. Probably could have been avoided, but there we have it. So now they're going to be coming up. Let's see, enemy army routes. Yes. Jinza's Winth. And that's it for the Huns. Yeah, these worthless people have gone to join their ignoble and ugly ancestors. Let us drink from their skulls and enjoy the moment. Alright, that's a bit mean. Alright, let's go ahead and get these guys marching towards Mediolanium, and they're going to get there in how many turns? Like, maybe just 2 more turns? Maybe, if we're lucky. Not fast enough. Not fast enough. So yeah, we're going to have a half stack back here. And Massilia, that almost feels like too much, but... yeah, that should be okay. That should be okay, actually. I want it to be enough to keep the Roxolani in check. That's going to be all that I can do in this turn, just because I don't want to really be moving these guys out just yet. I have these cav forces. Maybe I should move the infantry out just to get them moving.
General, yes.
We're going to be okay, though.
Move.
Okay, what if I
Yes.
move the spears out?
Chief, yes. Leaving the army. Yes.
Let's try that. No, I gotta leave all my spears behind.
Splitting the troops. Yes.
Let's start with the archers and
Unable to move.
have archers and then the 2 swords plus the peasants here. Might be enough to get rid of the brigands at the very least, and then, we'll see what happens with the Berbers. Man, it'd be really cool if some pirates just popped out of nowhere and sunk the Berber fleet and sunk the army with it. Oh, just be... chef's kiss. That'd be great. But for now, yeah, when you're poor, there's really not much to do. So let's just end this turn here. And... what's my spy doing? What are you doing, spy? And yeah, man, just like that, man, that did not take long at all. So... alright, yeah, here they are. And how long is it going to take? Five turns until surrender? No shit. Why does that not seem like much? I'm really confused by that. 5 turns. Why? It's a huge city. It's large stone walls. I feel like... wasn't it at least 7 turns? For certain... I could have swore on my rampage... for like large cities it might have been 7 turns, and then for huge cities it was 9 turns. But then of course it might just have to do with the walls, but then again I have large stone walls. So what exactly determines the holdout rate? Is it the settlement size or the walls? I think it's the walls, right? But these are large stone walls. So why is it only 5 turns? I don't think it's attached to the garrison because that was weirdly removed in this game.
General.
Can I even get there in 5 turns with anything? Let's see. So like if my cav just ran there, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. So my cav could get there, and then infantry, if you just ignored
Impossible.
the brigands, you could get there in, yeah, pretty much the same amount of time. So I'm glad that I moved out earlier. Swords, what about you? Can you get around those guys and come over here in the route? Same amount of time? Kind of, not really. Yeah, same amount of time, looks like. Looks like we could get there possibly in 5 turns, 4 turns. Of course, then the question is, would they just, you know, assault and then... Can I see what they have? Can I see their numbers now? Or no? No, I can't see shit. Okay, that sucks. And I don't have any spies nearby, do I? I have spies up here, but they're not going to get there in time either. It's a bit faster. So they'd get there like a turn beforehand.
Lord.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's start sending my spies out so that we can,
Out of moves.
yeah, get our eyes on it. Yeah, damn, man, that is tricky. Obviously, they could get there right now. For the warlords, it's something, you know. Unfortunately, I can't, you know, hire any mercenaries. I could get it solid 4 units right there, but I can't do it. Yeah, tricky. So now we're losing 2,700 per turn. Why are we losing less per turn? We were losing 3,200, but now without Cordoba, we're losing less money. It's weird. And marriage celebrations between Tolga and Eberharde. So that's my faction heir that got married. Perfect. Nice. Nice. And Augusta Vindelicorum. Okay. Alright, can you kill this spy? 85% chance? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, nice. What's your... You got 5 eyeballs? Cool. Cool. Alright, so Roxolani looks like they haven't moved at all, so let's go ahead and continue on our way here. And... Ooh, what's going on? What's going on here, eh?
Move. No more.
Got ourselves another Roman fort, just like 1 unit, and there's still those 2 units there. Can we see what this unit is? You're standing right there. Can you tell me? No, you can't tell me shit, eh? Fine. Am I still training peasants? What the hell? Stop training peasants. We're broke. And, yeah, let's see. Oh no, ceasefire between the Roxolani and the Romans. No! Bad. Don't... They didn't take it. Guys. Guys, come on.
Awaiting your command.
Oy. Okay.
At once.
So where did that...
Yes, master. Yes, master.
Where do they go?
I cannot do that, sir. I cannot do that, sir. Yes, master.
Yeah, they're not...
Yes, my lord. Yes, master.
Oh, okay. Because that army was there before. Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Well, I think I'm going to have to try to
General.
defend Cordoba with just what I have, you know, in the area and what can get there in time. So let me just double check this again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. So yeah, I think that they can get there in time.
Orders.
And then you as well can start moving out. And
Unable to
then
move. Yes.
you start moving out as well.
Forward.
And then
Unable to
you
move.
guys, I mean, they're right there. Do I just like hit them? Maybe? I don't know. I know their units are pretty trash, but like how trash? And like these are my generals. Like I kind of need these guys. In fact, are they actually part of the, other than my faction leader, are these other guys family members? No, these are just generals. Okay, so does it tell you there? Okay. So he is a family member, Elfless. So these guys could technically be risked, but then again, I don't want to too, because these are my Christian conversion dudes, you know? I kind of need them. Yeah, so I don't really want to risk them needlessly. If I can send my spy up to Augusta Vindelicorum to see, actually, I do want to keep an eye on the Franks, but also, man, only 55% chance of getting inside of Ravenna. Ugh, darn. I don't really want to risk my spy on those odds, just because it's, I can't train any more spies right now, you know? The whole being broke thing. I am very tempted, though, to send out half of this army down to Ravenna. Again, it's just so lightly defended, and I do think that the Roman garrisons are very depleted. And if I can get away with it, I am tempted to. Tolga here, my faction heir, 2-star general, gatebreaker, so +1 command when assaulting walls, not bad. Barbarian slave, and that's a +1 command when fighting against barbarians, so that's not the Romans, but then 5% bonus to cash gain from looting, that's good. Because I would be exterminating / looting, I guess, the Roman settlements. And then slave trader, so 5% bonus on all trade income, and then 5% bonus to cash gain from looting. So it's a total 10% cash gain from looting bonus, which is solid. Yeah. Influence as well. And then I'd be bringing you as well, Sissinend, just because you're pretty blah. And then I'd leave behind you because you have your influence. I just need a little bit of help, you know, keeping Mediolanium in check in regards to his public order. And you're not great, but like Bloody is +1 morale, and in the pink, +2 general's hit points is not bad. Yeah, 1 command star, like you're okay. And I would leave behind you as well, because again, you are flexible. That's going to be that decreased cost of bribe. As long as you're, you know, not in charge though, and it's going to be him in charge, it's going to be fine.
General.
So yeah, let's take these 2 guys, and then, gosh, I would take 2 depleted spearmen.
Orders. Yes.
And then 2
General.
archers, 1 sword. And then
General. Yes.
2 archers and 1 Goth lancer.
Forward. Lord.
Is that going to be enough? That's a very small... It's a small group, it really is. And I don't know what that 1 unit is, but it's not a general.
Destroy.
So I should be fine, and yeah, they flee back to Ravenna. So that's an Auxilia Palatina, actually pretty chunky spearman unit, yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, kind of a chunky unit, for sure. Let's see, do I like my chances here? I know it's just the 3 units, but like, still. I guess, I mean, my 2 horse archers and 2 archers, like, that's pretty solid. And yeah, my 2 heavy cav units, that should be enough. So let's just get this underway here. So it is a damaged wall. I don't know if 34% damage is enough damage for me to walk right on in, but let's just build the siege tower just in case. And I can only get the 1, that is fine. So let's maintain that siege, and then potentially... Let's bring the spy down so that I can get some vision down here, and same with my diplomat. Let's come down here just to keep an eye on these routes. Alright, so there's a Roman army here. I'm glad I checked. 2 peasants, a damaged archer unit, and then another Auxilia Palatina. Alright. Alright, good to know. So they'll be into Mediolanium next turn, meaning... Oh, there's a Frankish assassin right there. Ooh. So I've already used you once in this turn. I want to kill that Frankish assassin for sure.
Assassin ready. Can't be done.
Yeah, definitely want to kill him if I can. This Roman army actually could potentially reach me here as well, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. And I'm ready to move on here, so yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to move up. Alright, Frankish spy moving into Mediolanium. Probably gonna cause some issues there. And there's a Roxolani diplomat trying to bribe me, probably. Coming from all angles here. And yeah, so the army moved up, but they weren't able to attack. And that's good. That's lucky for me, because now these guys can move into Mediolanium, meaning these guys can merge with these guys. So perfect. Yeah, that worked out. Thank goodness. And we were not assaulted down here. Yeah, interesting. Alright, so yeah, I got some agents over here that I can... Let's see, but has been given... but he has been executed. Okay. So we executed, I think, the spy. But then it's the assassin that is still around. No, there's an assassin that's... Oh no, that's a Western Roman assassin. Or spy or something. Okay. Perfect. Nice. And losing 2,500. And we have a new family member, Rispa. Welcome to the family, kiddo. And...
Assassin ready.
Yeah, let's kill this guy.
Closing for the kill.
95% chance. No shit, we missed. Wow. 95% chance. That's crazy. Wow, that's wild. I've never seen an assassin not kill another assassin. That's... Ugh, hopefully he doesn't kill me. Jesus. Uh-oh. Should I go inside of there? Let's go inside Mediolania. Maybe it's harder for him to kill me in here. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, well, let's... Yeah. So these guys definitely going to be able to make it to Mediolanium, right? Yes. So... Let's get these guys, and let's make sure that they can... merge together. There we go.
Ambush in place.
And then, yeah, I guess we could just assault, even though we just have the one tower. I mean, one tower's enough, right? One tower. Maybe? I mean, I don't know. Those Auxilia Palatina are chunky dudes.
Yes.
How long would it take? Yeah, nine turns to surrender. And they have a damaged epic stone wall. Yeah. Yeah, so what's the difference between, like, that 9 turns and then this 5 turns? Like, this should be 7, right? It was 5. Yeah, I don't understand that. And I think that some generals have reduced siege time traits. Or maybe that's in medieval. I'm not quite sure. I thought that was in this game as well, but this army isn't being led by a general. So that's not the thing. And, oh, we can actually see the army now. Okay. So, yep. Got some siege tower and a sapient point. And some hillmen. So probably a pretty cheap and crappy spear unit by the looks of it. And then some desert archers. And then, do they have long range? Do they? No, they don't have long range. God damn. Ooh, that's rough. So armored camel mercenaries. That's going to be their toughest unit, I suppose. And then mercenary bucalari, so crossbow unit. And then, yeah, camel raiders, so pretty low tier. Moorish raiders, light cav. Mercenary equites veterani, so it's going to be like a better light cav unit, I guess. Probably a bit more armored than the Moorish raiders. And then desert cav, so like a horse archer unit. And then 3 mystery units, so pretty light overall, right? But still, like, the armored camel raiders might be able to just kill all of my peasants, maybe? Like, just by themselves, if they were to attack, so... Yeah, interesting.
Yes, master.
Well, let's continue to bring the spy over, because I want to get... If I can get vision on the rest of the guys, the other 3 units, to really help me out here, really tell me what I'm up against. Okay, hello, Roxolani. Hi, what are you doing? What brings you here? Don't remember the Romans? Remember them? Remember how you really liked fighting them? Yeah, I think we're just gonna probably go to war with the Roxolani at some point. This is like, I can't. You know, diplomacy costs money, and right now I have no money, so... Alright, let's get these guys into Mediolanium.
Move out.
Oh, there we go. And, yeah, so now the question is, do I assault it now, or do I wait them out? I can't wait them out 9 turns. But the real question, though, is I could continue to build siege equipment, is I guess what I mean to say is I could get another tower at least and give me at least one more, you know, avenue into the settlement. If I can only use one entry point and get onto the tower, one area, and if it's against the Auxilia Palatina, can I win that fight? With what? My swordsmen? I have 2 units of them. What are the stats? 15 and 33? Ugh. 15 and 25. Okay, so the attack's the same, but the defense is not the same. Now, I think that there's like a kind of like a hidden bonus for swords against spears, I think. I think that was in this game, both in this game and Medieval 1. But I'm not that confident. Also, I do outnumber them. I know that they have experience, but their experience and their upgrades for weapons and armor are being included in these stats, so... yeah, good morale. It's going to be tough. So they're going to be tough to break. And Warcry, like, would help, but I don't think we can't use Warcry and then climb the tower, you know? If I could get onto a second section of the wall to charge them from behind with another unit of swords, I could use Warcry in that unit. Okay, I have good morale as well, though. Yeah. I think that...
Yes, kill them!
just to be safe, can I not queue up another... yeah, let's queue up another... let's get another 3 towers, and we can attack next turn. That's fine. That's totally fine. 4 towers, make sure that we get in, and yeah, again, like, make sure that we take as few casualties as possible still, right? Because that's still very important. Okay, so that's a bit more men than I was hoping for down here in Rome. Yeah, that's not quite half a stack, but that's getting there. Yeah, that is a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yes, master.
60% chance to get inside. Let's just bring the spy down. And can I see what they have? So Comitatente's first cohort, so that's a 104-man unit of Comitatente's, so that's pretty terrifying. And then Foderati, so yeah, spearman unit. And then a good spearman with the Auxilia, but they're a bit damaged. Sarmatian Auxilia, so I think that's like a medium cav unit, kind of, 15 and 27, yeah. And then archers, not long range, and then peasants. Alright, so it's not this... the peasants really do beef up the numbers, but still, like, having a bit of cav, a bit of spears, a bit of swords, and a bit of archers does, you know, provide a bit of a, it's decent, but luckily there's no generals down there. Famous last words. General could just, you know, come up and garrison it. But we will have to see. And yeah, I think Roxolani as well, like, if they want to besiege Terrico, let me check this, because this is like what is kind of confusing me right now. So Terrico, what are we, so this is gonna hold up for 9 turns here in Terrico. And this is a large city. So it's a large stone wall. I don't understand. Large stone wall, it's a huge city. Why would Terrico hold out for 9 turns and Cordoba would only hold out for 5? Yeah, that's really bizarre to me. I don't understand. So could they reach it in this turn? They could, if they wanted to. They could come down there. It's mostly cav though, isn't it? Like, they have runaway slave spears, so 2 units of those, and then a Sarmatian virgin foot archer. And that is their only infantry units. Which, surprisingly, like, my 3 runaway slave spearmen and my 3 Gothic spears would beat that on a wall fight, you know? So I'm not too concerned about that, really.
Orders?
Also, I brought down my generals down to the bridge because I noticed that these guys can't move past the settlement because of the control zone. And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm not in the territory that I wanted to be in to convert to Elemantico. So now we're going back to paganism over here, which it's not what I wanted. Ugh. Yeah, I might have to go back, maybe? I don't know. I'm already here, so it's a little bit complicated. Yeah, can I... What are you doing? Very high taxes over here? Yeah, let's just keep doing that. Low taxes is fine. Medium, normal, that's all fine. And
Your Honor.
yeah, let's just send you down to see if I can see if anything's going to be coming from down there. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and end this turn. Yeah, this campaign is pretty dicey, eh? Got ourselves another... Yep, and that looks like that's going to be it, isn't it? Yeah, Roxolani going after it.
We're besieged!
So they should be losing a hell of a lot of a reputation for, you know, betraying an ally, right? So, yeah, they're sending another army just right away. And even on low taxes, I'm at 70%, eh? God damn, dude. Well, I won't be having any rioting, but still, it's kind of a problem. Yeah, betrayed. So these people speak lies. They have betrayed us, and now they should hear our battle cries as they fall beneath our swords. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not quite yet. Eventually, but yeah, not quite. So we're losing 5,400 per turn right now. And yeah, war declared between the Sarmatians and the Eastern Romans. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, Cordoba is at 65% public order as well. Yeah, they're having a rough time because they were having the plague earlier, and they went from plague to it's being attacked. So now we can see what they have. And what's the extra unit? What is it? I think there's like an extra camel raider that I couldn't see before, and an extra Equites Veterani that I couldn't see before, and maybe a archer or something. Yeah. So they're just continuing to build stuff, and they haven't attacked yet, which has given me time to muster my forces. So I have 3 turns before the settlement falls, and I should combine my forces here before so I don't just trickle in, you know. So their range goes out to here, so I should like. Let me look at that again. So like here, I think is where I should go. Why can't I go there? Why is that a... Why can't I go there? That's weird. Here, can I go? Is that out of the range? Alright. Yeah, let's just get our forces together here.
March! Joining forces!
And did I... Did you just come out of nowhere? Who are you? Where did you come from? Hermanric. You must have... Oh, you were with a cav. Right. Yeah. That's right. So I have a 2-star general. Hey, sweet. Untouched by fear. +1 morale. All right. Yes, I'm loving it. Yeah, I was not tracking that. So I have you... Who else do I have? So, lancers and horse archers, swords and archers. Yeah, we should be fine. You know, let's make sure that we can get there, though. So 1 turn, two turns. So we can get there in 2 turns. And this is going to fall in 3. So that's fine. Yeah, we will be able to hold here against Cordoba. It's going to hold for 9 turns, but then we have another army coming on in as well. So a little bit dodgy, yeah. A little bit dodgy. But I think we can hold. I think we can. And really, also, that kind of gives me the green light, you know? Like, so now, you know, we're at war, right? So, what, they have 3 units here, and then 1 unit here in Arles? So can I attack from Massilia? Can I leave enough behind, though, to hold down the public order here in Massilia? I have high taxes, and this is a large settlement. I don't know what the population is. Large settlement. Yeah, it's only the tier 2 wooden walls though, so it's gonna be tough for them to defend, but it's gonna be tough for me to, you know, defend against any potential counterattacks for sure. And let's go ahead and see if I can kill that gosh darn assassin. Alright, so we got him, and maybe we can kill that Roxolani diplomat next. And it looks like there's a Roman spy right there.
General!
So yeah, we can take, or yeah, we can fight and hopefully take Ravenna. And hopefully we can, yeah, hopefully we can sally out and take Arles. Man, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So this is what I'm most curious about, I suppose. What's the population here? 4,500. So is it going to be good enough if I leave? Do I have anyone that can these agents leave? No, they can't. Yeah, they're stuck as you would be. Yeah, so let's send you over. Can you tell me what they have? Allen Noble Cav, so heavy cav. Phosphor Infantry, so heavy spearmen, and then archers. Now, are you long range? Yes, you are. So long range archers, and then a family member. Okay, 3-star. That's a faction leader right there. Okay. Anything else? So yeah, we can't tell anything else about him. What are my chances of getting inside? 75%? Interesting. Let's keep you next to Bertigala. So 2 Bosphor Infantry and Skunska. Okay. So I don't really want to leave behind the flexible guy for reasons that I've already stated. Yeah, the whole decrease to cost to bribe is kind of a nerve-wracking thing. But are there any Roxolani diplomats in the area, really? Because there's this guy. So I might want to bring Thuda Gisel. Again, he's a gatebreaker, so +1 command when assaulting walls. +1 morale. -1 morale, damn it. That was about God. That's too bad. Alright, well let's see then.
Orders.
I leave... What do I leave behind?
General. Orders. Yes.
A spear and an archer. And a general. And then... let's bring Theodoric with me. And just leave behind the spear and the archer and see if that's enough. Can I get away with it? On low taxes? Yeah, alright.
Yes.
Let's do this. Do I want to wait for the spy to try to get me inside? How far can these guys move to react? They can't get there in time. Unless there's anyone up in here, which, you know, who knows. But I think it's go time.
Besieging settlement.
So I can build 2 rams.
Settlement under siege.
And yeah, we'll see if this army wants to try to help out and save their faction leader or just let him die. Yeah, we'll find out. And after that, like, they didn't take this settlement, so they only have Bertigala left after I've taken Arles. And Bertigala also only has wooden walls, yeah. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, so I think this is the turn where I'm going to be attacking Ravenna, correct? Yeah, 4 towers. The walls are damaged again. That might be enough just to walk in on that angle, but... yeah, we'll find out. And I think that it's probably going to be best, if we can, to cut this army off before they get inside of the settlement. If they attempt to do that, that is. Let me look on the map and try to determine where they're going to be coming from. So they're going to be coming from my right, I think. I'm always wrong about this. I'm really bad with directions. And but if I can try to get this right and cut these guys off before they get inside of the settlement, that could be good for us. Well, let's go. Initially, I'm just going to be attacking the walls with my 2 units of full-strength swordsmen from this angle here, and then from this angle over here as well. Hopefully I can get in without getting shot by the towers. And then on this side, this is where I'm hoping I can kind of pick off the army coming on in from this side, if I'm getting my geography correct. So let's just kind of get started in, and...
The enemy have brought more weaklings to reinforce.
Where are they? Over there? Nope. Okay, so... Why? Yeah, of course. Of course. So let's just get everyone running over here. Over here. Go, go, go. It's just... They're right behind me, eh? No shit. That's just, hilarious. So let's actually turn these guys around if I can and use their towers to shoot into the enemy. And yeah, it sucks that I don't have access to these towers here. Because I moved my units off of them, so I can't actually use my towers here. So yeah, let's try to use my ballistas here, and then... Yeah, let's get horse archers coming up here. And then, yeah, let's go you. And where's my raiders? You come up as well. So, peasants and Auxilia Palatina and archers. So that's going to be it. Alright, now let's degroup you guys so I can have a bit more control over you. And then same thing with you guys. You go here and here, like that. So we can start shooting at peasants. Are you shooting? Can't tell if it's shooting or not. Let's move it up a little bit closer here. And yeah, this works for me. Just picking these guys off, that is fine. Let's go ahead and maybe get a warlord into those peasants. And you hang out here. And it's those Auxilia Palatina that I'm a little bit worried about, just because my swords aren't here, you know? So let's get horse archers out to the side here. And then, yeah, you guys go here. And then, yeah, you guys, yeah, just go after the archers, I suppose. Because I don't want to chase into range of the towers, of course. So yeah, I wonder, is this shooting... I feel like the ballista is hitting these guys. Yeah, I think that's what those explosive hits are. Yeah, that's a ballista hitting them. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, decimating them. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. So let's get these horse archers. Since their backs are turned to us, let's just chase them here. And try to get rid of that spear unit. These spearmen are continuing to chase my warlord, and my archers are just following behind and picking them off. They're down to 10 men, so yeah, they're getting picked off. And now I have my towers advancing on the walls, so that's going to be giving us access to that. And yeah, that's very good. So that's going to leave us with what? It's just going to be the mercenary Bukalari and the general inside, right? My swordsmen are now making their way up the invisible ladder, up the invisible tower, and they will be advancing onto the walls shortly here on this side. It looks like we're not going to be opposed at all. No, it looks like... Well, actually, what is this? So the Bukalari are there. Oh, shit, is it only... Oh, wait, 2 archers. It is more than just the... I'm trying to remember. So yeah, Bukalari, that's a full strength unit, it looks like, or close to. And then just 3 archers. They must have gotten away. And then, yeah, the general. There he is. Okay. Yeah, so if he wants to advance under the walls as I'm taking them and capturing the towers, then that's fine by me. So, yeah, over here on this side, I should be coming over here and taking the towers as soon as... Oh, yep, we're on the walls. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take this gate. And my guys are ready to go here. Ah, I see what's happening here. Okay, I forgot to even check the wall to see if that damaged section was actually open here. And so yeah, they do have an Auxilia Palatina guarding that section. Well, in that case, let's get these Gothic warriors over here to capture these towers. I was going to stop here, but now I'm thinking, you know what? Let's take these in the hopes that they can maybe shoot this unit. I doubt that they have the angle, but maybe if that unit comes down this way, maybe they can get shot at. We'll have to experiment with that. So that's going to be the hope. But then on this side, yeah, we have my warlord chasing these 3 archers through the streets. And they have some peasants that have made their way inside as well. And then, yeah, I know they have a warlord or a general in here somewhere. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for him because I don't want him to get a charge in against my general. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for right here. So if we can capture this gate, maybe now, let's see here. Is it, there we go. We got one side, we have one guy inside. There we go. Now it belongs to us. And yeah, this, are they gonna start shooting? Hey, you can see the sun. Hey, there it is. And are these guys just getting shot at? They're at 66 men. They got some pretty cool shields, by the way. Pretty cool unit. Yeah, they look pretty awesome. And yeah, it looks like they're not getting shot at, which is unfortunate. I was hoping they would be in range, but I have all these other towers as well, so maybe if they don't get hit by this one, they'll get hit by the others. We are now set up, and it looks like we have caught the attention of the enemy general, so if they're going to be charging in here against my archers, let's try to intercept them here with my warlords and my spears. Yeah, just send them in there like that, and then that. And what do we have here? So they have 20 guys, and yeah, I got spears fighting them. Are they going down? Yeah, they're down to 14, so yeah, looks like they're losing guys. And who am I fighting with? I can't remember that guy's name, but I think that's the one that doesn't have any like stats on him, so I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. So let's see, those are the Bukalari. So actually, if anything, let's send them after the Bukalari. Should I? Let's see, the Imperial bodyguard's still there. Ooh, actually, spears get back. Damn. Didn't mean for them to get caught out. Actually, against like 3 warlord, that might be fine actually. And I think they have, do we have Exilia coming up behind us? Yeah, there's Palatina right there. What are they doing? Yeah, so it looks like he's down to a handful of dudes. The Bukalari are right there. And let's see, spears, let's guys get back into formation here. And then let's get you back into there. Yeah, we'll send the warlord after, well, yeah, the Bukalari are getting wasted actually. And then what else is on? Just 5 peasants? And the Palatina, we have no sight of them, do we?
Enemy warlord shows his worth.
Well, I'm bringing my swords up, and they can potentially fight those Palatina if they come in around the corner. Where are they? Yeah, they're right there. Ooh, being sneaky, but or cowardly. Not sure which. All right, well, let's send my dudes on then. Because, yeah, we just have the one last general guy. And let's just send our warlords on and take out those peasants. And then we can just kind of turn the spears around to block their Palatina if they wanted to advance onto the plaza. Because, yeah, at this point we can just capture the plaza. And if they don't want to defend it, we don't have to fight those Palatina. Which is fine by me. So, let's see, what is that? Fighting the last, there goes the general. Slain by your brave warriors. And then yeah, there goes the counter. So are these guys gonna start running for the plaza or what? What's the plan? There they are, okay. So yeah, they're going for it. And are we shooting them? Not quite. Let's get my warlord back. I don't want my horses fighting those Exilia. My swords, you guys, let's start running with the swords. Yeah, let's get you going here. And are they trying to just go right by me? What are they doing? Are they just trying to path like onto the plaza perhaps? Yeah, interesting. They're really like breaking up their formation here. Well, you guys go in and start chopping down these Palatina. And if we can get our archers out of there, that'd be grand as well. Let's go here, and then here, and then here, and try to extract you guys. And just the spears and the swords fight. And keep the archers and the horses out of it. And let's see, they have 56 men. And yeah, they're chunky boys, but my swords, along with the spear assistance, should be fine. Although I don't want them back onto the plaza, that's for sure either. So if we have to block them with my archers, I will. Hey, there they go. There's the break. Nice. So yeah, let's end that battle. And we lost 57 men? Hey, not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and exterminate Ravenna.
We shall rule.
Should be a decent amount of money, I think.
Captured.
Let's see, 25,000 gained from looting, and then almost 25,000 massacred. And hey, look at that, we're in the positive. We got six grand. All right. There we go. So resistance is futile, and can we keep them happy if we lower taxes? Yes, we can. We'll be fine. All right, we actually have some money now, so let's go ahead and repair the epic stone walls and the amphitheater for that happiness bonus, that 10%. Hell yeah, let's get that going. And then let's go up here and repair the lowered stone walls here as well. Because yeah, it's not just the defense, but it's also the happiness and law bonus as well. That's right. Yes. Yeah, so it's good to get that going. And yeah, that's all my money. So let's see, you got 1 unit being sent up from Rome. And did that do anything for my economy or not really? So let's see, projected profits 17.5, but I don't know exactly like what's going to be my continual profits going forward. Projected treasuries minus 1,500, so I'm still losing a lot of money. Okay, well, I think that, let's see here. So they're going to be there, they're going to be there. Do I, let's see, we train some guys with the money that I have left? I think so. Let's not retrain my warlords for like their whatever armor and weapon bonuses I could be getting. And let's just focus on retraining my troops here. And let's go ahead and recruit a unit of peasants as well. Just so that we can, you know, leave some guys behind to garrison that. And maybe we'll do the same. Let's see, retrain. Yeah, let's go ahead and retrain those 3 guys. And yeah, that should be fine for now. So yeah, you guys can attack next turn, and then these guys can also attack next turn as well, correct? Yeah, got it. I just realized that for the time being, as far as I can really think of, I don't think that I'm going to be going to or having to fight the Franks at all anymore. Now that I've taken Mediolanium, and as long as all of their possessions are up here, I don't need to be fighting up against them. So if I could get a ceasefire and even trade agreements, that would be nice. Now, I think that was one of the only reasons why I got an alliance with the Lombardy, was to sort of balance out the, you know, the whole power spectrum up here in the north. So are they at war? Are the Lombardi at war with the Franks? They're not. No, they're not. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily be upsetting them. Not that it would necessarily matter, but it, you know, wouldn't be the worst thing to keep them on side. So I'm guessing, I think the Alemanni are dead, right? So the Franks, I think, own this, maybe? And this is, it'd be, you know, easier to get here. So let's see if we can come down here, and hopefully that's owned by the Franks so I can go talk to them. Maybe it's owned by the Romans, I'm not sure. And also, I think that, you know, it'd be nice to get trade rights with the Eastern Romans if I could, just so that I could make more money off of Ravenna. Because currently my trade is going all the way down here to Athens. And I'm just maybe guessing that I could make more money if I was trading with was it Apollonia or something maybe? Yeah, so that's just a guess, but my diplomat is down here spying on Tarentum, and the agents are up here. Is it worth going to talk to them? I think so. I think so. Let's make the trip up here and talk to some Roman diplomats. There's 3 of them up here, so maybe I can talk to one of them. And yeah, like I do plan on attacking them eventually, but you know, that's gonna be a little while, really. Because I got 2 more settlements in Italy to conquer, and then in addition to that, Sicily, and then Kerala as well. So it's going to be a little while before I do advance into Illyria and then the Balkans and all that, so, and Greece. So I think that for the time being, if I can get that trade agreement, that would be nice. And a ceasefire and a trade agreement with the Franks would be nice as well. Yeah, all these things that I want, but first off, also, with the little money that I have left, let's go ahead and retrain these boats. And that's pretty much all my money. Ugh. Okay, so that's fine though, because we're going to be taking Arliss next turn, and then, yeah, I guess, I mean, we don't have much here, so it's not going to be really able to, like, hold against the Roxolani. But this army, yeah, I'm very curious, like, would they attack Terrico? I don't think they would do well. But Terrico might just have to wait until these armies can finish off the Berbers and then just get back to them. And our public order is going to be... That's dodgy, but I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's dodgy. Let's see, can we bump up? No, that's going to be it for that. And yeah, also it's going to be dodgy is holding... I guess I could just leave some troops behind in Meolanium and then send back, or send down like 3/4 of a stack down to Rome, perhaps. Because yeah, that's going to require a little bit of work. Not too much, but just a little bit of work to get through that garrison in Rome. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and drop a save. Let's end this turn, and then, yeah, Spy's moving along here. Just creeping along. Forgot to move him. And what do we have here? So, the Roxolani are sallying out here, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So it's going to be Captain, so yeah. The Allen Noble Cavalry, the Spearmen, and the Archers, and strength ratio 5-4, so that's going to be their general. And yeah, I have 2 Warlords, Spearmen, Goth Lancers, 2 Horse Archers, Swordsmen, and 1 Archer unit, so it's a decent balance. He's a better general though, that's going to be the main issue, so let's go in and get it done. We have ourselves a pretty flat and open plain, no place to hide, at least in the deployment zone, so let's just go ahead and...
The feeble enemy
yeah, it's like a...
men. Ha! These are more
it's like a multiplayer brawl, just like on an open map. No terrain really to consider and think about. Yeah, this is wide open as it gets. So, I mean, if we can get rid of these guys, I don't know. The thing is, we want to kill him, because that would guarantee us... Well, I guess it wouldn't guarantee us. We'd have to kill him and this garrison. But, yeah, taking Arliss in this turn would be nice, but that would have required me to think ahead and actually deploy over there, which I didn't do. Sending my 2 Warlords to go run him down would be nice as well, but... yeah, I think I need to... Let's see, are you guys in range? Yeah, you're in range. Let's move up my... guys there, and let's go up this way, and I would like to get a charge in. Let's see, those are the swordsmen. I'd like to get swords. Let's go here, and spears like that, and I want you guys to start war crying. And there's the charge. And let's get you guys into there. You guys into there. And then you guys into there as well. So hopefully my infantry... Did you guys not go? Come on. You guys go. Please, please, please. And I thought I told you guys going to the cav. I don't know why are no one attack? I told all of you guys to attack. Jesus Christ. And it looks like something on their side is breaking. I'm guessing the Bosphorus infantry. And let's get archers over here. Alright, there we go. And yeah, you guys get into the Bosphorus infantry there. So their Allen Cav dude has died. So yeah, they continue to run them down. You get them run down. And Is he running away or no? Looks like he's still advancing, which is brave of him. Yeah, if he wants to continue to advance, that's wonderful. So let's just go here. And you're going to run down that last archer. Yes, you are. Perfect. So let's get you guys like all the way over here to block up the potential escape route. Because yeah, this would be really nice. If we could get Arliss just like this, that'd be very, very nice. From here, let's just go. Let's just go here and then here. And just charge in from all sides and try to cut him down and not think too much about it. Yeah, let's not think too much about it. Let's try to just get, yeah, Lancers in first. Warlord in. Yeah, you guys don't need to stop. Just charge, charge, charge. And all we need to do is kill him. Because without him, the bodyguard will cease to exist, so... yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys in from the rear. And 16 men left. Alright, let's get this guy. Let's get him. Come on. Let's get him. Hell to the yeah. Nice.
Victory! The cries of dying enemies are sweet music to our warriors.
Alright. Yeah, Roxolani, that's what you get. That is what you get. So yeah, we lost some dudes for sure. We took some losses, but yeah, we got Arliss. Cool. And yeah, sure enough, they're sending over guys to come over right away. Do I exterminate? I think so. Yeah, it's kind of deceiving because you know the wooden walls make you think like it's a low tier stuff, but it's still a large settlement, so yeah, exterminate it is. And hey, wow, look at the great minds think alike. That's hilarious. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Eastern Romans are, yeah, totally all offer trade rights. The fact that they're coming to me about it kind of makes me wonder if I can get money from them. Am I being greedy by making a counteroffer? I feel like I'm being a little greedy. But let's see if I can get 1,000 from them. And nope, they're just doing straight up trade rights. All right, that's fine too. Cool. Cool. So I'm curious to see if Ravenna's trading with something closer. Hey, just like that, yeah, they broke off their siege of Terrico. Okay, so now my situation in Arliss is a little bit precarious for sure because, yeah, wooden walls and yeah, that's a lot of dudes. Like it's one thing I was like pretty confident behind my large stone walls, but now I'm like, ugh. Ugh.
Yes, General.
So,
General.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's all cav. Ay. Oh man, that's gonna be a little rough. That's gonna be a little rough. I mean, I can retrain some stuff here. I got some money, so that's one thing. And I can recruit something else as well. Maybe, another foot archer is what I'm thinking. And then,
General.
can I actually hire some stuff? Hell yeah, yes, yes. Yeah, Foderati Cav, and Veterani and Equites. 3,480? Yeah.
Move out.
Alright, so just like that, it's something. Again, wooden walls, not great. It's tempting to... Why can't I construct the next tier? Huh. What's going on with that? Why can't I build wooden wooden walls. Wood. Huh? Wait a minute. I thought that barbarians could build... What? Barbarians can build... Well, I've built walls, right? Can I not build walls? I thought barbarians could build walls. I thought that was like one of the main things in this campaign was that barbarians could build walls. Oh my god. Is it just for the settled barbarians, but it's not for the nomads, and I'm just not realizing that? What? What? I am so blown away right now. I am just realizing that, I guess. I thought for sure I could build walls. I can't build walls. I can just build the wooden wall. That's just... Wow. I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm stunned. I am stunned. Holy smokes. Okay, well, all right. That's learned a new thing. For somehow there's a new thing I learned. All right. All right. So Ravenna, we found a Western Roman agent in Ravenna. Looks like he is. Yeah. So he's right there. So maybe my assassin can get him. And Edelgund has been born, and Hermanric has been married. Wonderful. And Thuidigasil, this is the man that just fought for Arliss, I believe. Sword Bearer, +1 to personal security, and +1 to your general's hit points. Wonderful, perfect. Alright, so finances, losing 7,600. Yeah, so we got trade now. So now, are we trading with anything closer? No, it's just still Rome or Athens. But I guess that is being held by the Romans, I would assume. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, let's get this assassin down here to kill that spy. 85% chance. Yeah, got him.
Killer waiting for orders.
Got him, and there's a garrison up here. This is a Roman fort that I should not forget about because, yeah, that's kind of a decent sized. They must be very damaged because their flag is quite low. But, yeah, that's a little bit concerning considering that I'm trying to leave these garrisons in these settlements as low as possible so that I can send these guys south to Rome, so...
Awaiting your command.
Yeah, that's a little bit concerning. And you... Oh, did that diplomat up here pass away? And did I not get a message for that? Or was he assassinated or something? Or was he bribed or... Huh. I don't think did I get a message for that and I just skipped right past it? Well, dang. Yeah, southern Italy... Aquitania. Yeah, I just have the two diplomats. Alright, well I guess I just keep jerking this guy back and forth. So I guess I'm gonna send you your Roxolani, so you're gonna come up here to try to talk to the Franks. I'm going to now exit Ravenna with a decent portion of this force here and see if I can get away with... Yeah, so it's 40% public order. But then if I bring over, let's say like let's bring over both generals and... Actually, let me check to make sure that you guys don't have any bad public order traits. You look fine, and then... Yeah, I think they're both fine. So let's bring both of them. And then, let's see. Yeah, I wonder what I can get away with. Swords. Archers.
orders.
Let's start with that. That's not good enough. How close are we? 60%? It's close. And I do have a unit of peasants being trained up as well. In fact, I could pull the old sneakaroo. And is that gonna work? I put in those peasants. No, that doesn't do it. That doesn't quite do it. So
Yes. March.
65%. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, and that's not count. Ooh, Mediolanum was a little bit rough. Low taxes. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. So yeah, very, very small garrison up here. Archers, horse archers, swords, and lancers. Let's go ahead and get another archer unit, I suppose. Because we haven't been able to talk to the Franks yet. Their freaking diplomat just disappeared off the face of this earth. And, but I think that it's worth going for Rome. And can we actually reach it?
Destroy.
Oh, so close. So close. 93% chance of getting inside. And hell yeah, so my guy got inside. And 32% chance he's going to open the gates as well. Perfect. And I don't think they've trained anyone since I last looked, so yeah, I think we're good.
Can I be of service?
Yeah, we're gonna be able to take Rome very soon. This is gonna be the dodgiest part right here, though. It's just kind of like holding Arliss against just the Roxolani Wrath, you know. There's a lot coming my way, and I don't really have a backup plan. I just took it because I could, and I did figure that it would just be kind of like a release valve for Terrico. Which, you know, hey, it worked. but yeah, now I'm like, ugh. So now what? So that's the faction leader. So I'm assuming, what would be my chances of killing him? 8% chance, so not worth it. Did they leave a spy back here? No, so that's the spy that was inside causing unrest. Yeah, a little bit dodgy, but I mean, honestly, just to remind myself, like, this isn't a bad force. You know, like, it would be nice if I had some better walls, that's for sure.
General.
But I'm gonna be able to fight the Berbers in this turn, and then start pulling a Hild Godwinson and just start rushing north immediately to deal with threats up here. And, yeah, see how, yeah, it's gonna be a while though. It's gonna be a bit of a march to get back up there. And I'm gonna have to leave these guys behind to continue their Christian conversion of Salamantica, really. And then potentially other places as well.
General.
So it's just gonna be this army running around. Should I hire guys? Probably not right now. Probably not right now. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't,
Chief.
should I chuck in? Like, can I wonder if I can. Low taxes, eh? 70%. I could recruit. If I were to recruit a peasant. No, I need military stuff. If I were to recruit a archer. And then send.
General.
Can I make it or no? 70%? That's fine. So let's get another archer in there.
March.
Yeah, that'll have to do. Man, what a freaking episode, eh? A lot happened, and a lot is going to continue to happen, so stay tuned. And before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Concept playing Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. Thank you very much, and goodbye.